Hey guys, today's Power Tap is tapping into self-love, and it's one of my favorite topics because when we love ourselves first, we're actually able to bring more joy and prosperity in our lives because we know we deserve it. Join me in these Power Taps and let's awaken your dreams. We have a very special request from Shally today, and she writes to me, "Hi Jen, I've been criticizing myself a lot lately, putting myself down when I look in the mirror, and I've been hiding from the world. I often feel awkward around others and am always concerned about what they are thinking of me. Can you help me shake this?" Shally, yes I can, and it just sounds like you need a good dose of self-love, because often when we're not loving ourselves, we do want to hide from the world because we have this belief that maybe we're not worthy, but we are, and tapping can really help. This can affect our perception in life in many ways, from the way we view our physical body, our personal talents and gifts, our worthiness to receive love, how we express ourselves sexually, our ability to communicate our truth, or even just how we're showing up, manifesting and creating in the world. I have to say, I'm always working on how to love and take care of myself more personally, but it all hit a wall in my earlier years when I was doing a bunch of modeling. They scooped me up and had me doing print work and commercials all over Korea. I thought it was the most glamorous opportunity ever. It was not. They had me on a treadmill for 4 hours a day, eating like a rabbit with just lettuce and carrots, and yelling at me in a foreign language I did not understand. My whole self-image got warped. I would look in the mirror and think I was fat. They were starving me, so while they were not looking, I started to eat so many bread rolls and pastries while they weren't looking. My relationship with food changed. I even tried throwing it up occasionally, like some of my other friends, but that didn't really work. Instead, I just felt more shame. I believed everybody's thoughts about my body, and I totally lost my self-worth because my own love was dependent on their thoughts and their beliefs about me. I was totally lost. It took me several years to shake off all of that body judgment I had. And the only way I did it was falling in love with every part of myself again, letting go of other people's opinions and making healthy, empowering choices that inspire my life. Lacking self-love can show up in many ways. It doesn't just have to be physical. It could be emotional or mental. But if you've been finding that you've been putting yourself down, it sounds like this power tap for self-love could really help. Okay, so let's begin by massaging underneath the collarbone and just pressing into the sore spots here. You may store a lot of your emotion here, and I want you to tune into the area of your life where you've been kind of putting yourself down or thinking you're not good enough. And just choose that area for yourself right now and just massage underneath the collarbones. And then we're going to tap on the center of the chest here and just repeat after me. If the word isn't completely accurate, please change it to match your story, and we'll start to really clear out all of that self-doubt. Even though I've been putting myself down, you repeat. Tapping between the brows. I've been putting myself down by, and what have you been doing as a result of putting yourself down? I've been putting myself down by, and what are some of the thoughts that come up when you've been putting yourself down? I've been telling myself, and just say what you've been saying out loud. Perhaps it's I'm not good enough, or I'm not ready, or I'm not worthy, or I'm not pretty enough, or I don't have what it takes, all those types of thoughts. What is your thought? I've been saying to myself, say it out loud. Tapping underneath the lips. I've been saying to myself, tapping the center of the chest, and that makes me feel really, what does it make you feel when you've been saying that to yourself? It makes me feel sad. I start to feel helpless. And what do you start to feel? I start to feel when I'm saying, and name what you are saying to yourself, and that takes my power away because I'm not loving myself. Tapping the next finger, and part of me doesn't think I'm worthy of it. Big deep breath, big sigh. I'm open to the possibility of forgiving myself. for all of these harsh judgments that I can't seem to stop. Tapping the inside of the little finger. I really wish I didn't judge myself so much. And that makes me angry at myself. So just tune into that extra layer of being angry at yourself for judging yourself. There's all these layers on top of layers. Big deep breath into feeling all of those. Tapping the side of the hand. I forgive myself for how much I've struggled with this and for how much I've been putting myself down, thinking I'm unworthy, not good enough, not ready. I forgive myself for all of this doubt. Big deep breath. Give some forgiveness to those areas. Good. Tapping the roof of the head. I'm open to forgiving myself for how hard I've been on myself. I've been really punishing myself here. Just tune into how much you've been punishing yourself and what you do in that punishment. Perhaps you may have a pattern of eating too much food when you're escaping, or perhaps you may have really angry thoughts to yourself, or you may hold your potential back. What do you do as a result of this issue? Tapping between the brows, I, and name what that is. Tapping the temples. I've been really trying to deal with this by, and say what you've been trying to do. But it doesn't seem to change anything. Big deep breath, big sigh. Good. Tapping underneath the nose. I love and deeply accept myself. And I'm open to forgiving myself for how hard I've been on myself. Tapping underneath the lips. It's possible I am worthy of love, even though I've been doubting that for so long. Just tune into that whole thread of how long you've been putting yourself down in this area and how long you've had it. Maybe all the way back to childhood that you've been carrying this thought. I've been doubting myself in this area for a long time. And it makes me think I'm not good enough. All of this doubt. Big deep breath, big sigh. Tapping the chest. I forgive myself for questioning my ability, for putting myself down, for thinking I'm unworthy. Just give yourself some more forgiveness there. Big deep breath. Good. Tapping the front of the ribs. It's possible I am worthy of love. I'm worthy of love. I'm open to receiving love, even though I've been holding back for a long time. I really want to receive more love. And part of me wishes the world would give it to me. But I've been hiding so much. Tapping the side of the thumb, I forgive myself for hiding from the world. It's possible hiding isn't helping me receive love. And is that true? So if you're really looking for love, is hiding going to help you? Or is it actually making the situation worse? All of this hiding isn't really helping me. Because part of me just wants to be met and seen with love. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. I'm sick of hiding. I really want to feel a connection. Big deep breath, big sigh. Good. So I want you to think back to a memory where you were really not loving yourself, where you were really not giving yourself the love that you wanted, where you were putting yourself down, or where you were holding back. I want you to see that memory in your mind's eye right now. And I want you to see it as if it's a movie happening. It all started when, and just name what was happening. Tapping the side of the hand, and I started thinking. So what did you start thinking when that happened? And that made me feel, and what did you feel when that happened? Big deep breath, big sigh. tapping between the brows. And what I really needed was, and what did you need in that situation in order to feel good about who you were? I really needed, name it out loud, tapping the cheeks. I really needed, say it again. I really needed. Big deep breath, big sigh. Tapping underneath the nose, and I'm giving it to myself now. Tapping underneath the lips, and I forgive myself for holding my love back. I'm giving myself the love I needed back then. So just tune into that time when you were judging yourself, or you were taking your own love away from yourself, punishing yourself by not giving yourself love. And just feel what it feels like to have your more mature self go in and just give you a great big bear hug. Close your eyes and just feel that right now. Feel your higher self wrapping your arms around that scared, judgmental part of yourself. And just let it relax into that great big hug. Big deep breath. Good. This is good. Are you feeling things moving? Tapping the front of the ribs. It's possible I can love myself more. I'm open to learning how to love more of myself here, even though I've never really done it before. It's possible I never had someone to show me. Tapping the side of the wrist. So who in your early family had a similar pattern to you that didn't love themselves either? Because we pick up a lot of stuff from the imprints of our earlier life and the people that raised us. So who in your earlier life held back their own love from themselves? And probably you as well, because you can't really love others unless you really love yourself. So who started that trend in your family that you can remember? It reminds me of, and name that person. Tapping the next finger. They didn't love themselves either. They showed me not to love myself. And I haven't been loving myself either. Big deep breath, big sigh. Good, you're doing good. I forgive myself for thinking I wasn't worthy. It's possible I've been worthy this whole time, even though I didn't have someone to show me how. Tapping the roof of the head. I'm showing me how now. I'm learning how to love me more. Big deep breath, big sigh. Beautiful. I'm learning how to love me more. So how would your life change if you just poured more of your love into this area of your life? How would you see yourself? What would be the thoughts that you would have about yourself? I would start thinking, perhaps you start thinking you are good enough, that you are worthy, that you can have this. I would start thinking, and name it out loud. I can start thinking. Tapping underneath the lips. I'm ready to start thinking, and name it out loud. Big deep breath, big sigh. Good. And how would that feel if you started to really act on that thought and allowed that thought to be there? That would make me feel really, and what are the good thoughts? Feel really happy. I feel really powerful, in control of my life, confident, ready to take on the world. It's possible I can do this. I'm worthy of doing this. I'm ready to fully love myself now. It might be more fun this way. Yeah, good. Deep breath. I'm letting myself feel the love that I am, because I am worthy of love. I'm ready to feel the love that I am. And just feel yourself giving yourself all the love that you have to all of those scared parts of yourself that think that you're not ready. Deep breath into those areas, big sigh. Good. I love and deeply accept myself exactly as I am. I'm accepting myself fully now. because I'm worthy of love, no matter what happens. So just tune into any remaining resistance you have towards yourself in that area of your life. Just accept it for a moment and feel into all of the empathy you have for that part of yourself that wants to shrink and hide. Big deep breath into all of that empathy. I'm ready now. I'm ready to love myself. I'm choosing to love myself. I've got everything I need right here, right now, to fully show up in my love. Just feel what your life looks like when you show up fully in your love for yourself. See that picture, see that vision, see it unfolding in its grace. Witness it in its beauty and its joy. Big deep breath. Good, tapping the side of the hand. I love and deeply accept myself. And this can be a lot of fun. Good, now tap all over your body. And I want you to say 10 affirmations out loud about what you're worthy of, what you can do, how much you believe in yourself, how ready you are. And I want you just to say them and feel them. Feel them in your body, feel how good it feels. And just say it out loud. Good, I want to hear 10. Keep going. Beautiful. Just a few more. I like that one. Great. Big deep breath now. Wow, good for you. Okay, so just resting now, closing your eyes for a moment, just feeling into your body, feel into your energy, just finally letting go anything else that you've been carrying, seeing that vision for yourself, what you're worthy for, how beautiful, how courageous you are as a human being. See your life lighting up in that right now. Take another big deep breath in. Thank you so much for joining me in this power tap to create more self-love. You deserve it and you are ready for it. So I'm excited to hear how you take on the world and take on your life with this new quality. Leave us comments below. Let me know how your journey's going. And if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, check out more videos, or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. We always love to hear from you. I'm Jennifer Partridge, and I'll see you next time.
Your nose, it's so ugly. You should hide that thing.
Oh my God, no. My nose is beautiful.
Oh my God, your voice! Shut up! You sound so annoying.
I love the way I talk.
I really don't like you. No, I don't like you.
I love you.
No, you.
I love you. I love you.
I
don't like you. I love you. So whenever you hear that voice criticizing you, know that it's not doing you any good. It's better to love yourself first.